What up, YouTube? Here with a post-fight video of the Claressa Shields versus Marcela Cornejo fight. Now, before I give y'all the summary of what happened in the fight, I'm going to tell y'all the results first. Claressa Shields was able to get the win via unanimous decision. I personally had the fight score a shutout, 100-90. That goes to show y'all how this fight went. It was very much one-sided. It was all Claressa Shields. She did a good job at displaying her skills in the ring. She did a good job at putting her punches together. She did a good job at setting the pace, setting the tone of the fight. She dictated the range where the fight was being fought at, and her superior in-ring ability was too much for Cornejo to handle when it came to her hand speed, her footwork, and as well as the power difference. Cornejo couldn't get anything going. She couldn't get in rhythm. She couldn't get in tune to get anything going for her momentum, for her to be able to make this a competitive fight, which this fight wasn't at all. Claressa Shields was the aggressor and was pressuring Cornejo and was outstriking Cornejo, outlanding Cornejo, and Claressa Shields showed why she is pound for pound the best female fighter in the world right now. And Claressa Shields, her original scheduled opponent was supposed to be a heavyweight champion by the name of Hannah Gabriel. However, Gabriel had to pull out of that fight because she had failed a drug test. And to many people, they say that Gabriel was the toughest challenge in Claressa Shields' professional career. And Gabriel and Shields fought earlier in their career, and both fighters had made a lot of improvements as they gained more experience. And with Hannah Gabriel making the right adjustments and a lot of improvements will make her more of a tougher opponent for Claressa Shields this time around than when they fought the first time, where Claressa Shields got a win over her. And Cornejo, she's not a chump either. She is a high-ranked contender amongst the middleweight division in women's boxing. It's just that Claressa Shields made it look easy and made light work of her in this fight. And Claressa Shields, she's got the game down packed. She's very good at balancing her offense and defense. She's very much in tune. She's very good at getting in the rhythm to have success in her fight. As I said, she utilizes her movement very well when it comes to her whole body movement, from the upper body, the head movement, the footwork, and her ring generalship is always at good display. And she does a good job at utilizing different angles and attacking from different angles to launch and successfully land her attacks. And she also does a good job at keeping her head off the center line. That way her opponents cannot hit her back. And I want to ask those that are watching this video or listening to this video rather, who would y'all like to see challenge Claressa Shields for her undisputed middleweight titles next? She's beat everybody at the middleweights. She beat Cornejo, as I said, a high-ranked contender amongst the middleweights. She beat Savannah Marshall. She's already beat Hannah Gabriel, who's the light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. She's beat the undisputed super middleweight champion in her first professional debut fight. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And her name is Franchon Cruz, the undisputed super middleweight champion. And now that she is the undisputed super middleweight champion, as I said, the same thing about Hannah Gabriel, who's the heavyweight and light heavyweight champion. She's not undisputed or unified though. And I talk about how Gabriel's had made a lot of adjustments and improvements as she gained more experience. Same thing for Cruz, and same thing for Shields as well. And that's why I'm saying either rematch with either Gabriel's or Cruz will call for a intriguing fight for Claressa Shields to match up against in the future. And as I said, she's beaten every top contender who fights at a top level amongst the middleweights. She's beat Kozin, Hammers, and Hermans. The only other contender that I could think of right now that's amongst the top ranks of women's boxing in the middleweights is Raquel Miller. And I say maybe after Raquel Miller gets 1 or 2 more fights under her belt, then that's when she can challenge for the undisputed middleweight titles versus Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields does still hold the lineal title at super welterweight, and she's beaten everybody at super welterweight. That's why I want to ask the boxing fans, do y'all want to see Claressa Shields fight at super welterweight again? And the only fighter I don't think she's beaten at super welterweight is Natasha Jones. And I don't think Natasha Jones is on the level of Claressa Shields. That's why it doesn't call for any intriguing matches for Claressa Shields to fight again at super welterweight. She's moved on to middleweight, and I think she could challenge for the super middleweight title versus Cruz, or win either the light heavyweight and heavyweight titles versus Hannah Gabriel. I think that those 2 fights versus either Cruz and Gabriel again, or a fight versus Raquel Miller, is the most sense-making fight, the most lucrative fight, the most intriguing fight that Claressa Shields can have next. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all opinions are from this fight that y'all saw with Claressa Shields and Marcela Cornejo. Comment, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.